tell about HTML concept and HTML structure as well as the HTML two tags in HTML. So now we are going to see about the remaining tags in HTML. So before said that before tag is a header tag and bold italic and then break tag. So now we are going to see about horizontal tag. Okay, horizontal line tag. So we mentioned as HR. So this is the horizontal line tag. So next one we are going to see about the bold tag. It is B. Okay. So these are the basic tags in HTML. So now we are going to see about listing tag. So in a listing tag we have two different types. One is unordered listing tag. Second one is ordered listing tag. So we have to mention as UL, we mention as OL. Okay, it is all or small letter. Okay, so the first one we want to see about the unordered listing tag. For in a real time example, so unordered listing tag is we are in a suppose we are going to using a book my show application means we have to enter into the book my show and then we have to book the ticket. So in case we are not in the listed, we are going to ascending orders. So ascending order is a unordered listing tag. So only we using a bullets and circles and squares in unordered listing tag. In a order listing tag we have to use only numbers 1, 2, 3 or a B, C or a Roman letter 1, Roman letter 2 or Roman letter 3. So these kind of information stored in order listing tags. Okay. So we have to see about briefly in order and unordered listing tag. So in a ordering listing tag, we have to mention unordered listing tag. We have to mention UL as a tags. Okay. Suppose we are creating a list. So this is the purpose of listing purpose. So we are going to listing a UL means first of all we have to create a UL. Sorry, HTML. Again we create a UL, and then we have to list. In a UL concept, we have to create a web designing subject. Web designing end with UL. So now I am going to creating a web designing in a two different format. One is a web designing lab and web designing list, web designing theory. So I am going to list the two different subjects in categories. First one is we have to use a listing like LI tag. So using web designing lab / LI, again LI web designing theory. So now the two different categories are shown like output is. So this is our web page. So here web designing. Here we use lab and theory. So we need of using a bullet point or any kind of circle or a square based symbols. We need to using the unordered listing formats. In a ordered listing format, in front of that we have to use only OL function. OL function is ordered listing function. So same as we have to use here instead of a bullet we have to use numbers 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is the main difference between the OL tags and ordered listing tag and unordered listing tag. Okay, so now see about the table formats. Table formats in tags in table formats. So we have three different table formats. One is TR and TH and TD. So TR means rows and TH means heading and TD means description. So TR tag is going to create the number of rows in a table, and then TH means we create the headings in a row, and then TD is give the description of the headings. So how to write a TR and a TD function is we have to suppose we have to create three categories: serial number and name and register number. So this is three different details we need to store in a table. Means we have to create a table table. It is a table tag, and then we have to create a TR. It is a row. TR means a row. So now we are creating a table heading TH. So TH is a serial number and end with TH. Again TH name. Again TH, it is register number. So and end with table row. So this is how we write the table inside the heading is a table row. Okay. So what is the output of this HTML function means this is the table. So each serial number is printed here and name is printed here and register number is printed here. So this is how the table function is implemented in one by one in a column way. Okay. So at the same way we have to give the description of the same. So here we have to use instead of th we have to use td. So td means description of the function. So end with td. So here we don't need any headings. We need the values. Serial number 1, name is xxx, register number is 001. So the function is printed here. Okay. So this is the main difference between the table formats. Okay, that's all.